4:20 somewhere.
4:20 somewhere.
But it is 11:10.
11:10
here in Los Angeles.
Yes,
we are enjoying the super hot weather. And
really hot
beautiful
weather,
air
man.
quality.
Yeah.
But you know what? I love you, brother. What's going on?
I love, bro. We just did something cool just last night.
Yeah, we did.
You know,
what did we do?
It's like a hoppy song.
Oh right, this guy's been in the recording studio.
We did a little poo poo video, and we got you did some cool crypto funks too.
I did a crypto funk. I did a little hoppy news breaker. Yeah. But you know what, guys? It's not about us. It's about the community.
That's right.
It's about the NFTs,
right.
the cryptocurrencies, how we're changing the world. Everybody's woke now. Everybody knows what the fuck's going on. We're here just to tell the truth and be real. That's right. Am I right?
Got to be real. I mean, at the end of the day, life's too short. We got to get out there, make it happen, man. That's why I was just telling everybody, man. It's like you got to go out there, believe in what you believe in. What episode is this, by the way?
I think this is.
I never know exactly what episode.
I gotta tell them this is episode 136.
136.
136.
What the fuck, dude?
Yo, guys, we just want to keep bringing the content to you guys. We just love hanging out with you. Who's in the house?
We got some people. Got a couple of folks. Just
some lurkers. We got the 0 folks in here.
They were chilling for a second. They're like, oh wait, where's that song?
Everybody's at work. Nobody can tune in. But you know what? It doesn't matter.
It's all love.
It's all gonna be on YouTube later anyway. Y'all can check it out.
Yeah, we got some really dope ass homie right here that's actually gonna come into the space too.
Oh, yeah, super dope.
Yeah, I wanted to actually.
Ah, damn, dude. You and your technology, brother.
Today I'm a little technologied out, right?
That's right. All right, now let's try it. Yo, hope you guys couldn't. I don't know if you guys could hear us at the beginning because that thing's not a microphone.
We were kind of doing input and output the wrong way.
We were just going. I think at the beginning.
Oh,
I don't think they could hear us.
But you can hear us now.
You can hear us now. Well, we don't know because no one's watching, but it's all good.
Here we go. Let's try this again.
Try it again.
Homeboi Flicks,
Oh.
Devin on the track, you heard.
Let's do it.
I don't know if y'all know this, but Hoppy is Pepe's daddy, for real. Hoppy, Pepe's Poppy's daddy. OG up the memes, blazing with the big fatties. Taking hops on the sheep, rocking out heaven. Baby grown ass men, decks to cheating daily. Night rider on the man, preaching words. Mass adoption, went 3, getting loud, you done heard. Organic vibe flows, got your mama selling those. Eating dips, making grips, hopping low, stacking bowls, yeah. Fuck the tries with the lies, hypnotize, let it ride. Pick up poison while you die, it's a vibe, not a curse. By the reverse, it's a chain, freedom range. 7 pounds growing greens, by the dip, staying lit. You know,
in a world where a number were equation unfold, there's a tip of mighty fury, bold, brave, and bold. Even at every part, to his friend called Pepe, wasn't paid, so he left in misery. My spirit, the numbers in your soul. You work so hard, but you miss your goal. Now you rise again with token in hand. I be token soaring like a grain of sand. Jewel from a calculation, my spirit find a way. Create happy token where you would sway. The currency of hope, wherever they would ascend. Up the 0 to 1 billion, to the trend to transcend.
52 mil, shout out to the homie J. Giving out big calls, being true to the cross. Sing loud, hopping proud, 1 billion, 50 pounds. Overrise, let it vibe. Organic is our tribe, it's a flow. We just know every hook's on the go. Respecting goats, stacking low, packing bowls, taking lead, being bold. Mass doctors being told, happy leaping to the moon. It's a frog,
not a toad.
Oh, nice, brother.
Check that out, guys.
Sick.
Hoppy Coin.
You got the J-Lit
Check it
album
out.
coming out soon. That's 8 tracks for you now, isn't it?
About. It's
I
great.
mean, damn, brother.
Yeah, dude. We've done a lot of them, man. We've done all kinds of different tracks, but
Oh,
it's
we
all
got a
about the
homie in
live.
the house.
It's all love.
We got a homie in the
But
house.
guys, look, today that was just for the love. We did that, you know what I'm saying? The community right there, you know. It's all love, man. That's what we do here. We like to vibe out. But look, we got a dope ass guest today with us. This is a homie that actually it's his first time actually being interviewed, which we're really stoked, man. We're really honored to have him on here and vibe out with us. So let's give it up, man. Let's give it up for the one, the only Stu Kwan.
What up, dude?
Yo, what's good? Homeboi Flicks podcast in the house. You hear me loud and clear?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, we hear you, bro.
Yes, sir.
We was having some technical issues with my phone. I couldn't hear you. I hear you perfect now.
yeah.
How's the camera? My laptop camera is a little low res here.
No, it's good, bro.
Hey,
What's
bro.
that?
It's an honor to have you in here, bro. Thanks for coming
Yeah,
on.
thanks for cruising on, bro.
Thank you so much for you guys having me here, man. It's I told you this morning in the space. I'm normally the one interviewing people, so it's actually kind of different and weird being interviewed.
Bro,
Oh wow.
don't even. I look at it as like it's a fucking hangout session with us, bro. Like
It's not an
straight up.
interview. It's just a chill session.
We're just vibed out, you know,
You got
getting
the phone,
stoned, just hanging out. You know what I'm saying? Getting
I
to
got
know
the
you.
THC shake going.
Got the
Of course, man.
fruit smoothie.
I got all my devices here.
Nice.
We're ready to go.
Somewhere, right?
Yeah, bro. And you got, I mean, dude, honestly, you were, I was like pretty spoiled. I felt you were kind of showing us a little bit of the lab you got going on back there, bro.
Wow.
Like you got a lab going on.
I did. I too. I don't know how. Let me see if I could swing my laptop around. Just a little swing around. It's my boy Lou.
what up,
Lou be hype in the house.
Yo.
I got my DJ set on this side. I got the
Yeah, bro.
that's the latest Rev 7s. It's a little messy. We were working. Then I got my old school vintage over here, my vintage 1200s with my
So
stuff
sick.
right here. Those I think I told you before that those are actually original 1200s that I purchased in 1996, 97.
Wow.
That's
And-
crazy, bro.
What we did, it still works. It's a workhorse. It runs forever, and I love techniques for that. And I did a little tune-up. It has the original RCA plugs that people don't know. The original RCA plugs had an adapter to it. You have to pull it out to put it back in to make it into RCA. So I have the original ones.
Wow. That's fire, bro. Let me ask you something, man. Like, you buying something like that, right? And being able to have that, like, you know, because obviously back, like, if you, like, I'm trying to set an example, like, give you an example, like, when, like, the rave scene started coming up and, like, people, they used to have to be, like, almost engineers because they were like trying to, like, create certain sounds to put them together, layer them together into, like, you know, now people are like, oh, I just use samples and mix. But you think like maybe like using the old school tools still gives it more of that quality, a different experience for the ears.
Actually, it does. I would say that it just depends on what people prefer, because right now in the clubs where I DJ at every weekend, I'll give you a little more info on that in a minute. Let's just get on this point. But the key is when you go to the clubs, everywhere you go, some people might ask for vintage. There might be parties where they pay you triple the amount of money just to spin vinyl. Like, and I have vinyl. I still have a vinyl collection, probably about 38 crates in my mom's house. Somebody, I'm old school. I'm going to tell you right now. Like, I used to collect my records one by one. Now I'll give you the story. Let me give you the story of how I actually got my turntables. Like when we first started DJing was like 1995. Me and my brother, we basically were broke. Like, we were born in a 1-bedroom apartment out in Astoria, Queens. It was my grandfather, grandmother, uncle, me, 2 older brothers, my father, and my mother, all living in a 1-bedroom shack. For the biggest room in the house was actually the bathroom. So sometimes I felt myself sleeping in the bathroom table. Pretty comfortable there, you know. See, so I didn't complain about a soft bed here and there too. I don't complain about anything because I know how it is to sleep on a wooden couch. But the key is we had no money at all. I'm saying that like zero money for anything that we wanted to buy. Me and my brother actually picked up cans and actually passed out flyers like for Chinese restaurants or whatever it is. Anywhere that there's a job, we took it. We were little kids pushing a shopping cart, passing out menus and supermarket pamphlets. And we literally saved up, picking up cans and working when we were little. I was 15 years old when I did it, and we bought our 1200s.
Wow.
At that time, it was about $400 each. So just think about how much you have to grind. So that's why I tell people, if you're going to be complaining about work, man, we work for our shit. We work for our stuff.
That's right.
But you know, I think let me just give the people a little background, a little bit about my background, what I do. So I'm basically, my name is Stu Kwan. You can follow me on DJ Stu Kwan on Instagram and Twitter, Stu Kwan. So I'm basically a New York DJ. I own an entertainment company called SK Creative Services out of New York, and what we do is we host probably about close to 400 to 450 this year events for the year. And normally we average post-pandemic probably 600 events a year. Wow. So yeah, that's what I do. I've been running that company probably about close to 10 years now. And we've been doing really well. I think in our third year in business, we accumulated past $1 million in revenues in my third year, just doing it by myself as a sole proprietor. But during the pandemic was a big hit because I never expected that DJing will stop. Because think about it, even in a recession, even inflation, people that have no money at all will still have to throw a party. You still got to have a wedding. Your kid wants that birthday party, whether you got food stamps or not. It doesn't matter. I want that birthday party.
That's right.
The party never stops. But when pandemic hit, I was like, what? I thought I was in a recession-proof business. Like, there's no way the music will ever stop unless they tell you not to come outside. And so during pandemic, the entire business completely took a hit. I remember it was May of the year when they shut everything down. I remember that day I did an event in Times Square, and the following Saturday they announced a shutdown, and that's when everything stopped. The entire party scene stopped for a year. Right. But what happened was, I'm not stopping, yo. I'm gonna tell you right now, homeboy, I don't quit. You know what? I didn't get both. What's both your, what I call both of you? Because I know I just call you by Homeboy on Twitter.
Jeff and Luke.
Jeff and Luke. Yeah. Pleasure, Jeff, Luke. Yeah. So
pleasure, bro.
The key is, like, during the pandemic, man, they locked us down. I'm sitting at home like, what the hell are we gonna do? So my boy that was partnered with me running a DJ company, big shout to Jason Blends from Studio Square Recordings. So me and him, we started Studio Square in the middle of lockdown. When they told us not to come outside, we started construction. So yeah, so just you know, this, Jeff and Luke, it's like in the middle of lockdown, I had no revenue coming in. Me and my partner sitting there, I put out about close to, man, I would probably say with credit card spending maybe close to $45,000 to start the studio. My boy put up about close to 15. And we put sweat and tears in the middle of lockdown and built this thing from the ground up. We took a 1,800 square foot open space and built 3 gorgeous rooms. Go check out my social and you can check it out. Studio Square Recordings. We got a green screen lobby. We got 2 recording rooms, and then we got a media room in the back. So that we did that in the middle of lockdown, and we started throwing secret parties in the middle of lockdown, which we don't even post the address. You have to DM us, and we give you we check you, verify, make sure that you guys are legit, and then we send you a address to go there. And we were crazy. I never party harder than ever when we were locked down than when we weren't locked down. It was just crazy. The only thing we did was that we had to hide what we were doing.
Wow.
You know? So we did all that. That's a little story with Studio Square and what I did when I started. And a quick thing, we also, during this inflation time, right now, business owners out there, for everybody that does own a business, work for themselves, this is inflation time. Everything is going up. So like if everything goes up and you're making the same revenue, that means you're losing money. So what you need to do is you need to readdress what you're doing, and you need to kind of like change routes. So in the middle of our studio is running really well. We're booking out every weekend, but the thing is, our rent went up, electric went double, the internet went up. and employees want more wages, so we got to pay more. Things break, you got to buy a new computer. A computer itself was like $3,000. Then our mic went down. Our mic was a Newman U87, was $4,000 mic. We had to put that in repair. It cost $8
Expensive.
Yo, I'm telling you, it was like we're bleeding out. Right now the studio we're like breaking even. So we decided, you know what, we need to start coming up with content. So we created a show called Culture Shock. I want everybody out there that's listening out there to go on YouTube and check out the show called Culture Shock. It's probably one of the funniest viral music video you're gonna see. My favorite episodes were Nems. I don't know if you heard of Nems, Luke.
Nems?
Yeah, Nems. He's the guy from Brooklyn, Coney Island. He's always in those videos like, yo, he's like, don't ever disrespect me looking like whatever fucking Tom Brady with fucking furry.
Oh yeah. I saw the videos of him in New York. Yeah, he basically makes fun of different people, like based on stereotypes.
He roasts everybody. Like there's a guy with a green jacket, but don't fucking upset me looking like fucking crackhead Gumby.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He roasts everybody. Yeah, it's funny. And like people don't even realize it. They like look at the last minute and like he'll just like walk away.
Oh, you gotta watch more of it. Sometimes it's so bad. If you got roasted in that video, I feel bad for you, man. It's like when you look back at that video, you're looking at it like, wow, damn, I kind of do look like a crackhead Gumby in that picture.
Have you ever heard of the rapper Benefit?
No, who's that? Where's he from?
He's from Brooklyn, bro.
He's from Brooklyn?
Yeah, he's from New York. He's an underground artist, bro. Back in the early 90s, he was popping with like people under the stairs and shit, like old school.
Oh, I remember people under the stairs.
That was more, they were more West Coast. This dude, he was in New York, man, like fucking like slaying, bro. Like his shit is like one of my favorite songs is So Sick. Like it's crazy, dude. Like the way he raps is just not, it's just a different vibe.
That's what I love, man. That's what I love about New York. A lot of New York rappers right now, the New York music scene, since I've been DJing the clubs for like, I would probably say, so long, since 1999 I've been DJing in the clubs. And I just pulled out some old flyers. I'm going to show you in a second that I pulled out these flyers from 1999. I was like bugging out today. I was cleaning out a box. I got to show you some. I found this flyer that I did in, let me see. Do you remember the Puff Daddy incident with Shine at Club New York?
Right.
Yeah.
So that incident happened 1999. What happened was I have been DJing at Club New York. So I found this flyer dated back from December 1st, 2000. You see it?
Oh, yeah. Straight up.
So at Club New York. So I was the Friday DJ there. And I used to DJ the hip hop room on Friday upstairs at Club New York. And what happened was that the day after is when the Shine incident happened. So at the club, we're kind of lucky that nothing happened. Where I was at in the upstairs floor at Club New York, there's no exit. So the only way for me to get out is go through the front way where I came back in. There's no other door. So I would have been trapped right there. So it was tough. So going back at that, just looking back, damn, it's been a minute, man. And being in tune with the music, and I've seen how it's been evolving.
Yeah.
The music scene has definitely been changing. If you've been realizing, the mumble rap has been kind of going away, and mumble rappers nowadays are actually spitting bars. If you listen to a lot of like the new artists that's mumbling, but stuff like that. Oh, before I close up, I was kind of a little lost. I got a little backtrack. Just make sure, check out Culture Shock, man. You got to check that NEMS episode. So everybody out there, check Culture Shock. But yes, you guys. I know you guys are working on this stuff. I want to know a little bit more about that stuff that you guys are doing too, man. So I want to be a part of that stuff. I'm liking what you're doing.
Yeah, bro. We'll definitely, when we get on your show, bro, we'll definitely tell you what's up, man. We're working on a lot of stuff, Homeboi Flicks. We've been at it since 2013, like crack addicts, man. But before that, him and I, we were both like in the film industry before. Like him and I, we've both been in it, and we just met each other just out of chance. It was actually, he was getting ready to head back to Chicago, and I really was looking for somebody to edit because I didn't know how to edit. I was like reading books on it. I was having a hard time. And so this dude just, we connected through his roommate. And then it was just like him and I just vibed. Like it was just kind of like we just, he started editing the shitty footage that we gave him because, at that point it was just me and this other dude that we didn't know how to film. We were just like taking shots, but we knew, he wanted to work with me because he saw talent in me. So that's why we started, working together. And then it just went from that to 150 short films, dude, from like scratch.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
You know what? I want to interview you later on. We're going to put you on Desert Storm Radio too. So I want to know more about the Homeboi Flicks in the podcast. And I'm digging your stuff. You guys are hilarious. And I love people that come up with content because it's not easy for everybody out there. I think the hardest thing for anybody to do is to create fresh content over and over again. And how hard is it to work on that and stuff like that. But yeah, I want to get you on. I want to get you on MySpace because this is weird. This is actually for everybody out there. This is probably my first like interview done. I interviewed probably like 100 people, but I've never did one myself because I feel like I'm a regular dude. I'm just working. Bro,
you're different, bro. You're different, bro.
Regular dude working.
You're talking about bringing up legends, and you're talking about like real ass shit that's like old school and different. And that's why I was asking you your opinion, on that technology. And like, I think it's important to keep those strings going, even no matter how we, advance and how crazy we get, because I think that's what's going to keep us like, shifting cultures and keeping us reminded like where we came from. Those utensils, those tools, they are still available and they still work,
Absolutely.
Because I used to, like, when you told me that, I remember when I'm like 16 years old with all my homies, like they had like different instruments, a drum set, a piano, a K-oscillator. We had pedals for each instrument. So
absolutely,
we would just get fucked up and we would just literally just make a beat or make a sound and then hit the pedal. And then
right now it changed. Right now you go into a friend's house, you guys a laptop. And a mic and a laptop, and everything is done there.
You know what's going to be different? Eventually next year, I don't know if you saw this, the Apple glasses, bro, won't be any. You'll be just literally putting on these glasses and you see like a big studio and you can literally start like doing shit like touch, bro. It'll eventually get to that level. Like, did you hear about the Apple glasses?
I did. Those glasses, but it's $3,000, I think it was, right?
Right. And you know what? This is my theory on this. It's just like anything, bro. Remember when the fucking PlayStations, they were extremely expensive at first. Like people were just like, dude, who's gonna remember that when they first ever came out with any piece of technology?
Even the latest PlayStation 5, when they came out, it was so rare to get. Now you can buy it anywhere. Nobody wants it. Like,
right.
No, it's not really rare.
But you know what I think is gonna happen is that the people that end up buying these glasses next year, I'm convinced that eventually phones and computers are going to become obsolete. It's going to be more of a trend to say, well, if I could wear these, like I live in an apartment. I don't have money for a TV. I don't have any money for all that, but I could put these glasses on and I could see a fucking giant movie theater screen against my wall. Or like, I can't go to the studio, but I could put these on and I literally can create my own, like, studio and then I could still be in real life with my homies wearing the glasses and still like adding, it's like augmented reality. It's creating things that weren't there originally.
I could definitely see that. I could definitely see that happen, but I'm kind of curious to see how they integrate, like doing, like the actual studio,
right?
Actually, the automation, how they tweak everything. Like, I don't know how it's going to work virtually, but But if you think about it, a lot of the consoles now are touchscreen consoles, and like all like the boards are all digital. Some of the stuff are still automated and with knobs and stuff and with levers. But a lot of stuff now are touchscreen. So going from touchscreen to virtual reality or augmented reality, I don't see it I don't see it like any distant away. I think it's right here. It's right near us. And I'm just a little curious. I'm like, I don't know if it could kill the studio. Is it going to kill the vibe?
No.
No. I'm not saying
Not
that.
at all.
I guess what I'm saying is it's a quality of life, bro. Like if it's like it allows people to be able to create anywhere they want to be. Like instead of just like having to go somewhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
To do something, and it's taking you time to go do something versus if you're in. I'm saying it's not going to happen next year, but this is going to happen maybe in the next couple years. It'll get to
It's
a
coming.
point
It's coming.
where you could be able to say, all right, you know what? I'm on the beach. I'm inspired. I want to create. You can put on your shit and you have like a augmented studio, right? And you're able to like get that quality sound like as if you're in a studio. It doesn't mean it's going to replace it. It just means like if you want it, because to me, I love like being in a studio environment with your homies, with people, and you're feeling that's a different vibe. It's a total different like world. But you know, I just think it gives people more opportunities to create. And just like, you know, I was telling him this, and my parents out in Arizona, they were straight up seeing cars picking up people with no one in it, driving them on freeways, everything.
Yeah.
Like right now.
The automated cars it's a thing right now. I would like to get one once in a while, man. Coming home from the club, man, I take a little nap coming home, sleeping. It'll be nice, man. I don't know how comfortable I'll be like if I to take a nap yet in an automated car, but
Not yet.
I will try it. I've seen guys on the road eating with a knife and fork, driving letting the car drive itself. So I've seen it before.
Wow.
It's crazy in New York. This guy had a knife and fork, and he's eating a steak, driving his Tesla. Like Tesla's driving himself. He's probably watching TV over there, like laughing. He's not even looking at the road, and it's just crazy. It's like I don't know how comfortable he is, but he was doing it.
The FAA just approved the first flying car, right?
Right. That's coming out.
Yeah. What the 2025? Cars is gonna fly over our heads.
Right.
Yep.
We're not far. Like
Back to the Future wasn't wrong.
Yeah, that was my favorite movie, man. Back to the Future too.
all loved it, bro. Yeah. And you know what's funny though? Most people, when we had these discussions back in 2019, people would go, "We're 60 years away. We're 50 years away from that, bro." And I'm just like,
they're pessimists.
We're so and I would say this: we're so close. We have no clue. We have no clue. Like the technology is so fast, bro. It's advancing like way beyond our minds right now. Like there's a lot more advanced shit that we haven't seen yet that we're gonna get exposed.
Did you see with the robots now, with the AI robots, it's even more crazier. Like
crazy, bro.
Did you see the prince of one of the prince of Saudi Arabia, one of them walking around with the robot bodyguards?
Yeah.
Did you see the robot bodyguards?
I heard about that. Yeah, you realize like we're not gonna have to human beings aren't gonna have to serve in the military anymore because robots are gonna be able to.
Yes, it's true.
Whoa.
You know.
Let me tell you a little bit about the robot. I watched the video. The robot carries enough rounds to kill 1,000 people, and on top of that, it can read up to I think it was like a quarter mile of heat sensor. It sees in 360 angle, every angle. It could run, jump. It could literally do so much stuff. It's crazy. This guy is like a full walk-in war machine. It's a straight Iron Man, RoboCop, whatever we want to say.
The Terminator. You got the Terminator bodyguard.
Wow.
Oh, the nanotechnology is another thing too. You know the Terminator movie, Terminator 2, with the liquid robot. What was that? What was that? Whatever it was.
T-1000.
But that is another thing too. That it's real. There's videos of live, live cells that actually regenerates itself and creates itself. It's crazy. They're creating this type of artificial intelligence and technology. Right. It's gonna kill us. The robot dog is crazy. I don't know if anybody ever saw Black Mirror, that show Black Mirror.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did you see that episode with the dog?
What happened with the dog?
The dog, what happened was this person did something to the property and then tried to run, and the dog was just going after the person. I mean, when they went after this person, it was all over the place. Went through walls, through car, blowing things up, shooting machine gun. It went all out to kill him, and this thing would not die for nothing. They crushed it with a car, didn't die. They did so many things to it. It couldn't die, and it kept chasing you. These dogs are scary, man. From watching that show, I don't know. I'm gonna stay away from them robo dogs, man. They said it's only for scanning scammers or something like that, scamming like identity theft crimes. But it looks like it's going to do more than that.
Yeah, that's scary because what if they're programming some of them to attack civilians?
That's what I'm saying. They have machine guns on them. They got guns on them. They shoot you.
Christ. Yeah.
Well, that's what police do with their dogs already. They train them to attack people, attack the criminals.
Yeah, but to be honest,
dog can't die.
Yeah, but
a robot dog is gonna shoot you to death, man. It's a little different, man. Getting killed by a dog.
But like the dogs, like for example, like the ones that are like the attack dogs, right?
Yeah.
Dude, trust me, I've been out at like Universal Studios, for example, right? Because they reeked of pot on me because I did the right thing. I smoked before. I go into the park, I do my thing, and so the dog comes up to me, sniffing me. So yeah, like I mean, the dog wasn't like it didn't like hurt me or like wanted.
You want to sweat.
Yeah, but like, we get these AI motherfuckers? They start like going, nope, kill everyone. Like like. Really? Like it can't be that.
It can't, man. It's Terminator. Like Terminator's alive right now, man. It's crazy.
Like we get all live and shit. Like
I'm buying if they sell them robot dogs, I'm buying my own. I'm gonna have to arm myself.
For real.
I'm arming myself.
Dude,
your dog against mine, man. We're gonna have a dog fight. We'll call Mike Vick on that one now, man. We'll have Mike Vick host a freaking a robot dog show.
Oh my God, that would be hilarious, dude.
But it's the truth is that like watching movie Megan. My daughter was watching Megan the other day. That's another one too with the dolls, the AI dolls and stuff. I don't know, man. This is a little getting too real. I'm telling you, I just talked to my friend about we're living in a modern day matrix. Everything I see right now, some stuff I can't comprehend. If you look at the movie The Matrix, everything is there. Nano robots, nanotechnology. That needle that they put in you that comes alive, it's real. It's a real thing. There's a real nano bug that actually goes inside of you, actually expands and comes alive in your body. It's been around for a minute. It's just that you're not going to see it on news. The mainstream media is not going to talk about this stuff. And you know how we plug in with the headsets and put the thing in the back of our head? It looks a little crazy in the Matrix, but it's the same thing. What do you think of the chip from the Elon Musk's chip, the Neuralink? Is it the Neuralink chip?
Yeah.
Yeah, that brain chip. Putting that, so it's right here. They're already trying to chip us. I'm just like, trying to. But you know what's crazy too? There's like a little conspiracy thing over.
Chipped.
You're already chipped, brother.
They're trying to push chips on our kids too. If you really think about it, if you look at both sense, they want to chip our kids. There's an agenda going on. I don't know what it is, man. It's like there's some sick people in this world. I don't want to. I'm not going to dive into politics here because we're gonna
100%.
We'll keep it nice and homey. But there's some sick people out here. They need to just chill out. They need to chill out, man. They're getting sick out here. People need to wake up. We need to start taking care of ourselves. We need to help one another, right? And we need to stop with all this BS, man. All this stuff like. Nobody cares about each other no more. Nobody wants to help the next person. Everything is for themselves. But if you think about it, if you're a selfish person, you do everything by yourself, you're going to be by yourself. You're not going to have support. So you need your support group. You got to help people get up. That's why, like I tell everybody, when me and Gio was doing our Twitter spaces, we did it for like about a year and a half straight, Monday to Friday. We took a break, man, because my IRL shit just got to a point where I just can't do it every day. But the thing is, we do it for what? We do it to help people. This is the point. Like, what is the point of doing Twitter spaces for us? To educate people on something, maybe a product, give them awareness or something. But I'm all about helping people. That's why I tell anybody, if they ever need any help, if I could help you in any way, I'm there, man. I have any knowledge that I could help you move your craft to the next level. That's what I want to do. I have no use of keeping any of this stuff in for me. And I've been working in the studios. I had my mom's studio from 2000 to 2005 out of my mom's basement. And I used to work with rappers like Mobb Deep, Boot Camp Click. They came by. Like I had Sean Price in the studio, Bars and Hooks came by. Like I had a lot of rappers that came by my mom's basement. And you know what's funny? I'm Chinese. So people come in my house, they have to take their shoes off. So it's like, imagine going into the studio. You got them funky socks and big hole in your socks. Like, so I always had clean socks there, just in case somebody got some stank feet. Because I'm not having it. You're not walking in my house with your sneakers on. I'm sorry. You stepped in shit, stepped in vomit, pissed. I don't even know what. And you're gonna step in my house, and then later on, I step on that and go in my bed. That's disgusting, man. So I'm sorry. I don't want to offend anybody that does, but it's nasty to walk in your house with your sneakers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it depends on, like, you know, for me, like, I'm like obsessed. Like, I got a pair of sneakers that I don't wear like ever. Like, I wear them on special occasions, and these
gloves?
like I got like a collection. You know what I'm saying? I got like 6 to 7 pairs of these bad boys that they're very expensive. You know what I mean? They were Nike SB. You know, they're like, you know, limited pairs. So, but I always respect anyone's household. If someone says take your shoes off, no cap. Like, it doesn't matter how, you know, it's always respect. You know, my girl's Laos, so you know what I'm saying? You got to respect people's culture, you know, and understand, like, if they want, you know, it's like anybody, dude. Anybody, if they have some rules, you just got to be like, cool, that's cool, whatever.
You know what is that? My daughter plays on the floor a lot. Stuff falls on the floor. I can't just be having dirt everywhere for my daughter to play with and stuff. So I try to keep it clean. I make sure that, you know, just make sure you clean your stuff, man. A clean house is a clean mind, man.
Yeah,
you know, that's how everything organized and stuff. But the key is, like, the point I was making regarding, like, the studio thing. I get sidetracked a little, so because we just chat.
No, it's cool. We all do, bro.
We get, but the key is, like, I had a studio from 2005, and now we open up another studio Square Recordings, that's been in business 3 years now, because we had 1 year in another location, then we upgraded to a bigger location. So I got about 8 years under the belt working with different labels, A&Rs and producers and stuff like that. Plus with the club life experience, knowing what's hot out there and music. I recommend all artists out there, if you're listening, you know, to really tap in with me, because there's a lot of stuff I could share with you, insights, dealing with A&Rs. Right now, we just one of my close friends, he's a manager of an artist called Serena Smart, and they just signed a new rapper called Shaq is Dope. Have you heard of Shaq is Dope? He's out in Canada.
No.
All right, when you get off the stream, I want you to check it out. Shaq is Dope. He's a new rapper out in Canada. He's been around for a little while, but he's making a lot of noise right now. He's based out in Canada. He is fire. This guy, he has a voice tone of kind of like Drake, but the way he flows is so sharp. His bars, like his punchlines, it's way, because I feel like sometimes Drake is good, but I feel like sometimes his words just really doesn't really hit. Like, his punchline's not hitting as hard. It's just the beat is always hot and the hook's always hot, so everything it's good because it's Drake. But this guy he got dope beats. He has cool, really, really good hooks, and he's good with singing, rapping, and everything. And his flow is sharp. So Shaq is Dope. He's one of those artists that's coming up right now. He just dropped his EP, just came out last Friday, and his first song, I think, is "Love and War." Is his first song, just came out. It's a really, really good song, man. This guy writes really well, and so my boy signed him as his latest artist. So going through the stuff with him, I've been working with his camp on helping him get his stuff out there, because we partner with Hot 97 and World Star Hip Hop. For everybody that don't know about World Star, that's like the biggest hip hop platform in the world.
Definitely know
so everybody that goes to World Star is going to blow up. So what it is, we partner with World Star. That's they're the ones that we work on with Culture Shock, that show. But we signed DJ Drewski, Hot 97 DJ Drewski, as one of our DJs. Yeah, so Drewski is one of our DJs. Studio Square Recordings manages DJ Drewski, and we work with a lot of stuff. So that's why there's a lot of insights on how these artists and how these DJs get out there and how they do the thing. The reason I haven't really never got on a radio waves. That's why I've never really made it to that next level, because once you hit the radio, that's when you take it to the next level. If you don't make to the radio, it's a little challenging to get to like a DJ Camilo, DJ Funkmaster Flex, and these big time DJ. But you know, I'm grateful that ever since I started DJing, I always worked, and I'm always working every weekend. So I'm grateful for that. But the key is this experience. it's been so many years of experience, 20-something years, almost 30 years of experience. You know, because I started at a young age, I can pass orders off to anybody. And if anybody wants to learn, that's why it's like you always got to reach out to people that's extending a hand, that wants to help out, because that's what we all about. I'm about helping people grow. And if people need a studio out in New York, you come check me, I'll hook you up too with that. You know, so that's what we all about, man. You know, that's why I appreciate you guys giving me a shout. When you asked me to interview me, I'm like, wait, you want me to go on your podcast but to interview you, or
Just vibing with you, dog. Just wanted to get to know you, and that's what we do, man. You know, it's really not an interview for us. We look at it as just a hangout session. We vibe, nothing planned, nothing prepared, just straight up, just talking. You know, that's to me is like we just like that conversation. Just that's what we've been like for all of our shows. You know,
I
that's
love
what
it.
we feel like. Yeah.
Just wing it, just talk like normal people. There's nothing to throw out there. We got a lot of stuff to promote, but we don't want to shove promotion stuff down people's throat. That people they click on my profile, they can see everything anyway. So that's why I don't like talking about my stuff. That's why like on Twitter when I'm on spaces, nobody really knows like the story we came up and what we ever did and grown up and stuff and the hardships. The thing is, I'm still wondering to this day when I was born in the U.S. My mother and father came out here from China, so their story was the craziest. They swam from mainland China to Hong Kong for 18 hours in the ocean to get to Hong Kong so they could get a visa to get to the U.S. So that's how they got here. So when she told me that, she told me my father was drowned in the water. My mother had to carry him. My father was like, he didn't deny it. So he almost drowned in the water. That's what he said.
Wow.
So literally got out here. I'm just wondering who the hell helped me learn English? Who helped me do my homework? Who helped me even go to school? Nobody taught me anything. How did I do this? Like right now I'm teaching I have my kids with me. My kids are getting big. My daughter's 7. So like I'm doing homework with her, I'm tutoring her, I'm helping her with stuff, working on stuff. But nobody did that for me. I don't know how I did it. That's why I'm like I kind of feel blessed that I'm able to do what I do, able to have some type of knowledge without really being educated the right way and being mentored the right way. Like I have mentors.
You know what it is though? It's one of my quotes is no matter how much resistance we give ourselves, our true destiny will always win. So, at the end of the day, you can go against the wall or say whatever you want to say, but your destiny is meant to happen for a reason. And so that was your purpose. That is your, people say that like you need this, you need that to do this. No. It's what is in your path, and as you gain that knowledge, your path shifts to that destiny. Right.
Absolutely.
That only applies to human beings. Robots are created for one specific purpose. Human beings can make their own purpose.
Big time.
Only
Great
big
point.
men know your purpose. You got to find it yourself.
Yeah, it's just crazy is that I'm just like wondering like if my son was raised during a time when I raised up, would they be able to do it? Because they're not equipped to do it because they've never been in that trenches. That's why like the last generation, I would say like the 80s baby is like the last kind of like 80s, 90s baby is the last hardworking generation. The 90s and 2000 comes the next generation. Those are like the more techie, so like it's less hard manual labor. Like back in the days, nobody's grinding like the way we used to grind. Nobody's doing spreadsheets with Excel no more. Everything is done with apps. Like old school way, man. I still kind of like I was still using Excel till a couple of years ago. It's crazy entering this stuff one by one.
I was gonna say, man, I started like 15, working at grocery stores. You know what I mean? Like just doing
dishwasher.
Yeah, see, like dishwasher. I was a bagger bitch boy, like cleaning up women's diarrhea in the bathroom. Whatever. But the thing is like the reality is what I'm very like. I know you were saying because like now this other generation is doing this. Like when me and my girl, we have kids. Like I want them to work smarter, not harder, right? Because the more smarter that they work, it's not that they're lazy. In fact, like the dudes that work really hard, like we work really hard. But man, if I was like more like just built different, where I would see technology or understand different things that could all of a sudden like give me a huge like career and different deals. Like I'm able to still work on my creative endeavors and like whatever the person wants to do. But I think like working smarter is going to ultimately make you live longer, help you like with your families, help you because you're looking into new, bigger horizons. Like, me and my girl, we're in real estate. That's what I feel like. I feel like real estate, man, like you own the right real estate assets. You don't have to worry about money again.
That's true. You're sitting on rent income coming in every month. You'll be good. Investing in stocks, putting money to the side, making a wide portfolio. Those are the things. I wish I would have did that when I was younger. I was really dumb, man. When I actually started making a lot of money when doing bad stuff that I don't want to mention in our little chat right now.
It's all love.
But when we was making a lot of money, we was blowing our money. And that's why I tell everybody out here right now, if you are eating really well and you're making that money, just put some to the side because that money will eventually stop. Like it's not going to come in forever. If it's illegal money, dirty money, it's good for a minute. You gotta flip it and make it work some other way. You got to do legal stuff. So doing the dirty stuff, but that's how I got my equipment. That's how I started my DJ company. Got a lot of different equipment from it, and was able to run multiple parties. Right now, I'm capable of throwing 3 parties at the same time with 3 different setups that I have set up. So everything. We just ready to work out here, man. Like I'm telling everybody, another new thing I'm doing is I'm gathering NFT artists in Twitter Spaces that I'm working with, that I know that are nice with graffiti. So what I'm doing is I'm building a airbrushing company out of New York. That if you know about airbrushing, you know about graffiti. I want to train a bunch of people to go out there and do events where we're going to airbrush clothing live at the events. And I already had offers on the table for it. So artists will be getting paid probably good $400 or $500 for about $125 an hour per job, just painting for a couple hours. Everything is provided for you, the tools and everything. So we're going to start having guys out, and I have Gio right now practicing to work on that. And myself, I'm a graffiti artist from back in the days. So I want to be one of the artists too. I love doing art too.
Oh yeah, bro.
Oh yeah.
That's what's up, bro.
Quick question. When did you start getting into the Web3 space with NFTs and crypto? Like what caught your attention about it?
See, the NFT Web3 space is really I tell you, everything was responsible as Gio. Gio was the one that just told me, go on Twitter, man. Go, you gotta go on Twitter Spaces. They put me in a Twitter Space and got me hooked on it. And I met so many cool people. I made some great connections and kind of got stuck on it for a minute. Then my wife started getting mad. I was like, yo, you like Twitter Space more than me. So I had to cut Twitter Space a little bit. I know everybody gets that. I know your girl probably is like, yo, you like Twitter Space more than me. Why don't you sleep with Twitter tonight? I'm like, what? Yo, I can't sleep with I can't sleep with Twitter.
Yeah, eventually you put on those glasses, you be in the other world.
I have the glasses on. I'll be on Twitter Spaces, but I'll be next to my wife. She'll be like, what you looking at?
Well, then you just give some glasses to your wife and say, "Come join me."
Yeah,
I told her, but she's not outgoing like me. I'm the networks. I'm the sociable guy. She's more like the quiet one. It's kind of weird how we met. It's like yin and yang, but we just clicked together, and we've been together for a while, man. I think we're going on 16 years marriage, man.
That's great, man.
That's great, brother.
So,
you're lucky you find somebody.
It's a tough one, man. Tough one, but you know what? I would say one thing. She's very easygoing. She supports everything I do. So big shout to my wife out there. And that's why she made me who I am today, because I was a mess. When I met her, I was still doing my hustle life. I literally have dinners with her while I'm on a beeper on my phone, texting and calling people, and in the middle of dinner trying to have a date. It's like the most rude thing I could ever do, and she used to hold me to it. And I changed everything that I used to do, all the bad habits. So that's why, to be a better person, you got to first admit your flaws and learn how to adapt and try to correct some of the flaws. Because if you deny that you have any flaw, then you're going to have problems, man, because a lot of people is going to say things to you and you're just going to be in a state of denial. So always accept criticism in the best light. Like if somebody tells you something, really look into it, because nobody's telling you that for the heck of it. And unless they're ball busters, just want to bust your chops or something like that. But most of the times people tell you things because they care about you, and they really, this is what they see, and they want you to be a better person. Take that.
Right. And obviously do what you do. Like I always say, like, you were saying you were a huge fan of Wu-Tang, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And if you really think about Riz's mentality, right?
Yep.
What he wanted to do, you could have like 50 billion people line up and give you their advice, right, about what they think. What do you think that dude did?
The opposite.
He just had his one directional mind, because he knew, and that's what I tell everybody.
Of course.
Do not let that get like lost, because you talk to other people and they're saying, bro, this is the way. And it's like, no, what you're creating, what you have in your head, and you're seeing those realms, you can open those realms. Those realms are there. But so many people, they forget about it. They think, oh, it's not going to happen, or, maybe they're right. It's like, well, dude, what? They were right fucking when you really believed in it from the get-go?
That's true.
That's
true.
what I tell it to everybody. I'm saying, like, and I love what you said. Of course, listen to what people have to say, 100%. But at the end of the day, still stick to what you believe.
You gotta follow your heart.
Yeah.
If you have a project, like, people are gonna knock it, and sometimes people are gonna knock it not because they don't like it. They're gonna knock it because they don't want you to succeed. There's two haters out there. There's people that criticize you, and the people that hate on you. The criticism normally is constructive, that will help you improve. And then you got the haters out there will just give you criticism with nothing for you to build on. So it's like a hater mentality. So if you're gonna give a feedback, give something that they can, like, all right, cool, I see where you're coming from. Let me take a look at that. Let me work on that. I'm gonna think about it. But if you give them like, I don't think it doesn't sound that good. It's a little trash, or like, it's not really positive. Your criticism is just like you're trying to trash people. Like if he's not that good, there's ways of saying it's not that good. You say, look, you're writing, the timing is a little off. I could, like, the way you rhyme on your bars, you're supposed to be 1, 2, 3, 4. You're a little behind a beat. You're helping them. I'm not saying you're trash. You can't flow. Your fucking shit sucks, man. Just stop rapping. Just throw your book away, burn that shit, and smoke it. I don't know what it's bad. It's fucked up. Man.
Right.
That's what it's about. That's why when we try to do, we give you the constructive criticism. I give you good advice to help you build your style, because I know every artist, when I listen to their flow and I hear what they're rhyming about, and I hear the way they flow, the way their hook is, I can get a good idea, a good understanding of what type of flavor that they should be on, to emphasize that even more, to make it even more stronger than it is. So there's ways, and you got to try new things, man. Don't be scared. You got to experiment. If it sounds whack, you know what? Maybe whack to one person, the other person loves it. So.
Right. Like Post Malone, right? Mm-hmm. I saw an interview of him, and he had his close people. I'm not even kidding you. Straight up, when he came up with White Iverson, I'm not kidding you. He had some of the top people in the business straight up tell him, don't put it out. Listen, man. I know your flow, I know your style, but listen, they're not ready for that. They don't want to hear something like that, man. I'm just letting you know. And he had so many people tell him that, and this is what he said. He said when he had so many people giving him that like energy, he put it out. Good. He wanted to.
That's a great point. That song, I felt like that song was like a game changer, because before that song, it wasn't a lot of this melodic, like the slower hip hop that's out right now. I think Post Malone is kind of one of the guys that came up with that that melodrama hip hop kind of, you know.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
You remember, like when he came out, that song was so strange to a lot of people. Like nobody ever sings like this in this auto-tune way.
No.
And so you know what? I think he kind of nailed it on the head. I think that was probably a turning point in music.
Right.
That Post Malone, White Iverson song. That's a great song, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's different. It was so different.
This guy's just Post Malone too. Is like his artistry and the way he makes his music. Like from the song Chemical and to his previous song, like these songs are so different from each other. This guy he's a musical genius, man. Like anything like he said he makes, it's just a hit. It's like he's like a legend status right now. I would say Post Malone.
And you know, one of my I'm gonna say one of these guys, and this is something that always sticks in my mind. Juice WRLD. So probably one of the to my eyes, one of the best freestylers I've ever seen in my life. To be able to come up with I don't know if you saw that show where he freestyled Eminem for like 50 minutes straight or something like that.
I didn't hear the 50 minutes, but I heard about 5-6 minutes on it. Yeah, this kick a freestyle.
Oh no. I listen if you get time whenever, but like I've like kind of skimmed over, but I've listened to most of it, and it just blows my mind how he can just literally like talk. But wait, okay, oh, it sounds like this. It goes like okay, yeah, and then he just goes like.
I know. I heard it. Yeah. He's pretty nuts. And you know what's the craziest thing? He doesn't ever sound like that on his songs.
No.
I'm like, he raps, he freestyles sick, and then when he makes the songs, it's more like it's totally different. It's nothing like it's freestyle.
But you know what though? I think when he's doing that, it's like he really wants to come across the point in his songs. Like freestyle is like, you know, like, and I kind of like that too. Like if someone throws like, they're like, yo, bro, let's like, and I'm cool to freestyle. I just like let my mind go, and it's like whatever the fuck I say is like whatever. But like if I'm writing, when I like that Coin song that I just recently did,
that one I heard before.
I'll freestyle, but then I'll write. I'll freestyle and I'll write. That's how I write. That's how I write.
That's the Lil Wayne style, isn't it?
No, Lil Wayne, he actually just records. He doesn't.
He didn't even write anything.
He just freestyles and records, and he'll delete.
That track was pretty dope in that I heard before. I like.
Oh, I think, bro. I just love. You know what it is? Because my girl, like, I've always like rap, but like I've just written poetry. So the way I like when I'm rapping, I noticed that I do like I put like my words like as like a poet, like a poetry. That's the way
you was definitely riding the beat pretty good. So I would say it didn't sound like you had any problem riding the beat.
Oh, thanks, bro. Yeah,
it definitely sounds good. I want to play it on my next show, so send that over to me. I'll put that on. I'll put that on with the Homeboi Flicks podcast interview. Let you guys promote the show, your short films and stuff. I'm just loving, I'm loving the energy that you guys are moving, that you guys that you keep on growing, you don't quit. And every day you're out there grinding, whether the space is 10 people, 20 people, or 100 people, it doesn't matter. It still has to go on. And it's tough, and it's dedication for everybody that does it. And I give flowers to everybody that does it every day. It's incredible how they're doing it. I just hope that they're putting enough time to the side. If they spend too much time on Twitter Spaces, they might not be making enough money on the side because they're busy online. So I hope they're making money at the same time.
I agree, bro. Yeah. And I you see, like, that's the biggest thing. It's and that's what I was telling him. It's like, I feel like we've been building it since 2013, and that's why me and my girl, we got into real estate, because it's like we know that like the next thing to get those next moves, like we want to invest in an office, Homeboi Flicks office, like we want to take it to that next step, right? So we know that you need that next financial, help to allow you to expand and do the things, and of course continue the outreach. You have to, like, when I tell people, like, you don't need, it's not like you need money, you go, okay, I sit back. It's like, no, you get the money and work even harder, like all night. Like me and this motherfucker, when COVID was all shut down, we made our film Hurt Core. And me and this guy, 2.5 months of prep, staying up all night, like going to the locations, like fucking like co-writing, co-directed. Like I starred in it, like him and I, like, taking on everything. Like
That's
that
crazy.
That wasn't just because of the money. We had the time.
we had the time.
Like
Everybody did.
Yeah.
But we had the loans though. We had some loans that like PPP loans where it was holding us over where we could.
Same with me.
Pay
I had to take a loan, and it wasn't a forgiveness one, so you got to pay it back. So
same here. I had to do an additional one.
Yeah.
I'm still paying that one. I get you.
It's a challenge for everybody out there. Just make sure that you balance your schedule. You're able to earn income, whatever you're doing. You do not just get stuck on different spaces for like 8 hours straight, and you didn't
100%.
make a dime yet. You didn't get anything done. You didn't work on nothing yet. So balance your time, balance your schedule. Make 100%. Sure that you're making your time worthwhile. Because if you count your time, how much time do we have in a day? It's not a lot.
Not a lot.
It's not even 24 hours because you're shitting for like 2 hours a day. Like you gotta, because I don't know, some people probably shitting 4 hours a day because they sit on the toilet for an hour. They're probably playing fucking Monopoly on their phone, shitting.
Well, think about it. When we get the Apple glasses and then we go in and take a shit,
forget it. Forget it.
You're like, oh, that's right. We're going to the bathroom.
We're eating for a few hours a day. We're freaking sleeping. How many hours we get sleep? 5-6 hours. So you take that away.
7 to 8 if we can.
And you just traveling, your travel time going places. That's like 4 hours out of your day going back and forth. You don't have a lot of time. So if you tell me that you're 8 hours on Twitter Spaces and you're making money, I don't know. You got to really show me some receipts because I'm not really sure.
There are people though, and no cap. Like I'm not saying that
unless you're selling NFTs, you're making money. But if
you're promoted with a company because some companies don't pay them as those influencers to get on and get the audience.
Yeah, I don't want to name names, but there's a lot of people that's capping out there.
I don't want to say any names either, brother.
I don't want to tell the people because a lot of people when you're on Twitter Space, you can say anything you want. Nobody can hold you to it. So people come up with some crazy stories, man.
A lot of fake, lot of phonies, bro. I've seen them at events privately. Me and Lou, we've gone to some private. We've seen some of the scammers right in front of our faces, and it's like, yeah,
it doesn't make any sense.
It sucks.
You wouldn't guess it by looking at them.
It sucks, bro. It sucks.
They act like regular people.
Man, I tell you, like we met one guy, and this guy helped him. Well, another friend helped him sell his NFT collection. They sold out about more than half of it, and it was like I think they sold like 55 pieces, and each piece sold for $450 a piece. This guy made money. He was once he got his money, he was supposed to split some money with the person that helped him get the sales. And then you know what he tries to say? My wallet got hacked.
I bet.
Yeah, it got hacked. It got hacked right when you're about to pay me. It got hacked. The person that helped him.
Perfect coincidence.
The person that was helping him was living out of his car. I'm like, that's foul.
Wow.
I'm like, dude, it's so foul. Like I don't want to. I don't drop people's alpha out there. But I'm just saying that something like that, man. I know the guy personally. I was living in his car. I helped him out myself. I sent him money. Like I'm a type of person. If I could do it, I could do it. I'm not gonna be like I'm not a freaking charity donation person. I could donate to everybody. Right. But if I can help you out a little something, and it's not gonna break my bank, and my kid's not gonna go starving, I'll do what I could do. But I helped the guy pay some tickets so he could have his car running. Help him pay some tolls that he had backed up. Just to keep a person on his feet, man, because his house is his car. So it's very important, to do that. And I offered to let him park at my mom's personal space that she has in Astoria, and he could have just left his car there and then work and just stay in his car for now. You could balance it. Look, if you got to live and you got to survive, you can live out your car. You live in your car in a safe space. If you have somewhere safe to park, then you don't have to worry at nighttime. You can go. You can get a membership to a gym. Go to the gym, take a shower, and take your clothes at the laundromat. You go to work. You come home, live out your car. If you want to survive, you do that for a few months. You will have enough money saved up for you to at least get yourself a room. So, so anybody that's homeless out there, you're homeless because you're not really trying. Because if you really want to try, you can do it. If it's substance abuse, something like that, it's not. You can't control it. Then you're going to need professional help. But out there, everybody has a chance to do whatever they want to do in life. It's just up to you. if they want to do it. You know, that's how I kind of encourage people, man. I want people to win, man. I want my boy Gio to win. I want Duck Set to win. I want these guys to, I want them to do good, man. We struggle too long, man. Everybody needs to live good, man.
That's right.
Sucks.
That's right.
Yo, what's up with the surfboard in the back? Who's the surfer?
What's that?
Who's the surfer?
Surfer.
Oh,
He's the beach boy over here.
Dude, honestly, I used to surf back. I'm a skater though, dude. At heart, I've been skateboarding since I was 9, dude. I'm a street skater, but I'll still get on my board if I snowboard too. But
wow, I can't stop with a snowboard. Every time I go on a snowboard, the way I stop is crash into the fence.
It's weird, dude. It's like you gotta I tell people it's like. I never got taught, bro. I got fucking thrown down the hill by these fucking, I was a skate manager at San Diego, and I'm not and I was good at street skating, but these guys were like, dude, it's the same shit. And I was like, fuck you guys. They took me on a double back diamond. I almost shit my pants. And these guys go down the hill. They're like, figure it out. I literally I got my shit kicked so hard, but at the end of but it was really cool. I got one of those guys back because at the end of the run, they thought I wasn't going to do it. And I was like, oh yeah, let's go up there again. I think I got it. And then what happened was one of the dudes, they were I was right next to him, and I just pushed him, and I just ran, and I just gutted the hill.
I'm scared to death of skiing right now, man. My first skiing experience, I went down a medium slope, and I was coming down. I don't know how to stop. And some little kid just walks right in front of my skis. It's right in front of me. I'm going down a medium slope. It felt faster than it really was. The kid jumped right in front of me. I literally went left and I flew in the air. You just see it was one of the comedy movies where you see the two skis fly in the air. Then you see me. I literally ended up on a fence halfway. I don't know how I didn't break a bone. I was on the fence splattered there like a spider on a web.
That's wild, man.
After that, I was kind of a little scared going down there. So I did the snowboarding thing. Snowboarding, I can't get off either, man. I just slide down and just fall down on the floor.
Yep.
That's me. I'm the fall down guy.
I did it once, and I didn't even practice on a bunny slope. My buddy just took me to the top of the hill and just said, go for it. I'm I've never done it before.
That's terrible.
Wait,
never done it before.
You crash?
I crashed into everybody on the way down.
Because he didn't know how to do it.
I had never done it before. I was
He's talking about, get the fuck out the way. Get the fuck out the way.
Oh my God. I crashed into some dude's girlfriend, and I felt bad for her, and he was laughing at her and I the whole time. And I was just like, oh Lord.
I felt so bad. Look, you know what? My girl, because she's really she's never really
Colorado, didn't you?
She skis, but she wanted to snowboard, and this is when we first, we've been together for a while, but this was kind of when we first started getting together, and she felt bad because she knew I have the hang of snowboarding. But what happened? I told her, I was like, I don't care about all that. I was like, I just want you to get the hang of it. And we can go together. We went to a mountain, the other side of the mountain where it was intermediate to advanced. She had no idea. I didn't know either because it was her home. She thought we were on the right mountain, and then the guy was telling us, no, it's on the other side of the mountain, those other slopes. And so me and her didn't really want to go. So we were fucking just stuck with these gnarly. So I asked one of the ski lift guys, I'm like, dude, what's the best? He's like, I guess this could be the easiest slope. None of these runs were easy. So before I even get her on a run, I'm teaching her how to come down the little part of the hill. I'm teaching her how to stop. So taught her how to do that. But then it was when we got on that run, dude, there was this part of the run where it was this steep hill, and I'm just oh fuck, I don't know how she's gonna do that. She tries it, and she totally eats it. And then what was funny is I'm on the top, and I'm like, all right, babe, I'm coming, and I'm bombing it with no problem. And then I just stop at the end, and she's just bastard, how do you do that? I was like it takes a lot of years of practice, It's not easy.
It's not easy at all. That's why they get paid what they get paid. Everybody, that's why all the athletes and professionals get paid what you get paid. They practice a lot. It's a lot. You think they just did that overnight? There's no way you jump on it and do that overnight. You got to go in a little mini baby slope first and practice how to walk with your skis before you go down the slope.
100%. Yeah, that's the other thing, bro. Getting off the fucking ski lift, bro. That's like a practice in itself, bro. Like,
dude, I got hit in the back of
that's
the
a
head.
pain in the ass.
I didn't know how to get off, and it kept going.
Oh,
It
that's
whacked me in the
terrible.
Oh, that's
First thing
terrible.
Going down, I have a freaking concussion. I'm like, oh Lord.
That sucks.
That would have been like a bad thing. Knock you over, fall down the hill, roll down the hill too. Everything crash into a tree. Be like the worst skiing day ever.
Yeah.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
I know you guys are still here, man. So you're doing something right.
Still here. We're still here.
You know, I used to skate too in the street, but I wasn't doing tricks. But I was able to skate around. So I say at least I'm stable enough to ride a skateboard and stuff. But
Yeah.
but these other
where I can just cruise, but I can't
That's
do
so
any.
good.
I can't do any tricks or anything.
Not me either. I could just do like the ones that when you just you hit the back and then you kind of go left and right in the front of your skateboard while you're rolling.
Yeah, that's
like,
dope.
That's all I could do, man. I can't do anything else. That's full spin. I suck in like BMX freestyling and skateboarding and all this stuff. That's why I stuck to my graffiti, man. I used to like hitting the trains real quick. Like when
that's lit.
Back in the 90s, when we say the trains, a train used to pull up to the station, and you have about 15 seconds to draw the biggest, gigantic 3D piece you could do on a train. So that's what we used to do. Go there and just draw this giant piece. So now it's like, and doing little black books. So now I'm doing the airbrushing, man. It's gonna fit right in. Start painting airbrush shirts.
So you're gonna use so you still have some? Do you still have like some of your designs that you spray painted back in the day? Like, are you gonna incorporate that in your shirts? You said
no. What I'm gonna do is when we go to events, we're gonna do it live on the spot. So like if you give me if it's like Jeff, Luke, so you give me a name, and what I'll do is you give me you pick one of the 8 template styles that we have, maybe like a block style, a script style, bubble style, whatever style I have, and then pick the 3 colors, and I'll do customize one piece right there
on the shirt on the spot,
on a shirt, on a hat, a bag, whatever it is, football, basketball, whatever they want. And
you know,
I'm great with letters. I could do letters really well.
Okay. You ever heard of Ass Pizza?
Yes, I know Ass Pizza.
You do?
Wow. I know them.
Like,
they actually they recorded in our studio a bunch of times. I know that guy.
Oh, so you know Austin?
I know Austin. Yep, I know.
Yeah. I don't know him, but it was funny because me and my girl, we saw him at the gym, you know, and I didn't want to be too too much, but I didn't give a fuck. I just came up to him. I'm like, dude, what the fuck, bro? It's so lit. Like, and I was just like, you know, give him love. And I told him I'm always rocking your shit. I was like, you know, I told him I wanted to get him.
It's just expensive, man. He doesn't want.
I know. Dude, I know his blanks because I'm gonna start making some Homeboi shirts with like that like blank style that he has, because I love the tight collar, like the streetwear blank style that he uses on the shirts, because I want to do like big logos. Like I got people out in like Orange County that has a clothing shop that could do like, you know, big prints. So I was very inspired by his, like, I got like three shirts of his where I love the big Carl's Jr., you know, design and like his big ass like logos on his shirts.
You know, I give it up to Ass Pizza. Those guys they do something crazy with their viral marketing. Like, you know, when they're very different. It's like strange when you look at their page. You know, he has all the tattoos and all. Like he looks crazy, and then and seeing their stuff, but it goes viral. It's like the way he's doing his stuff. He holds these little secret little drops parties, and then like 1,000 people show up. It's like ridiculous. And they came to our studio a bunch of times. They recorded with us. They're very down to earth, cool people. Gave us some clothing and stuff. So big shout to them, man. They're really cool peoples.
Yeah, bro. I remember how they came up though. They did a pretty smart idea. Like they replicated shirts at a Kanye West concert, and they were just giving them out to free to people in that were waiting in line. So that gave people like, they were like, wait, like this shirt's just as sick. Like, wait, who are you? Like, just for free, like just like giving it. Like, so I think, you know, and obviously they got like lots of connects, bro. He's very well connected, and that's why when I met him in person, it was funny because, you know, like, because I wanted him. I was like, bro, you know, hit me up, bro. I want to get you on our podcast, you know, like, and I wanted to get him on because I was like, dude, I want to like just talk to you about your crazy story and what you do.
Yeah, it would be an interesting interview. I'll try to reach out to him for you. It's been a while since he came and recorded.
Bro.
When he recorded with us, because he makes music too. He was recording us when we just started construction of our studio. So we didn't even have the back room built yet. It was still under construction, and the front room was a mess. So we had one room built at that time when he came in and recorded. But definitely, I'll shoot him a message. I'll let him know to get on Homeboi Flicks podcast. Let's go. Let's get him on it.
Love, brother.
Yeah. Any interesting people, man, I'll bring them your way, and I'll get them to come here and talk about this stuff. But you definitely should get we should get on the show. We should get Miko from Euphoria. I could talk to Miko.
Yeah, bro. I saw that show, the show Euphoria. He was like he played the drug dealer character.
Yeah.
He's right now he's starring. He has a role now with the new season, the new season of Power. So the 50 Cent show.
50 Cent show.
Yeah, he's on the new season of Power. He's one of the criminals on it. Yeah.
Watch that.
So we could speak to him because he has a new project coming out. He dropped his first ever NFT project with Mentor. Miko from Euphoria, that's his first project. It actually already minted. He just dropped it last week. It's already minting, so it's doing really well. I want to get him on here. It'll be an interesting interview for you guys to break bread with him. I think he's a very humble person. There's a lot of people I work with, very humble people that needs a chance just to spread their stuff out there because they don't get a chance.
100%. But bro, dude, I appreciate you coming on today, man. And I want to also let you know, bro, we're gonna send you something in the mail. You want to tell them?
Oh yeah, brother. You saw your South Park avatar in the intro.
Yeah.
Yeah, brother. We're gonna send you a T-shirt of that.
Oh, what? That's dope. Thank you.
We'll get your info in the DM.
Yeah, we'll get your address in the DM,
awesome.
bro.
That'll be great, man. That character looks cool, man. I wanted to see more of the animation. Loving it. Got the South Park feel.
Oh yeah, bro. We like to do that for our little intros in the beginning.
That's been from the beginning of our podcast.
Yeah, for our podcast. Yeah.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for having me on your show, man.
Yeah, bro.
It was a pleasure, bro.
Yeah, we just let us know whenever you want us to come on your show. We'd love to come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna message you, man. We'll do some interviews. We're doing some tonight. If you guys are up late, let me know. I'm up a little later towards the night. Are you guys if it's like 11 o'clock Eastern time? What is that in your time?
That's about
8 p.m. my time.
Yeah, that'd be 8
p.m.
8 p.m. my time.
You have any time around like 8, 9 o'clock on your time?
What, tonight?
Yeah.
To come on the show.
You want to do something?
Yes, me and Gio. Me and Gio is going to be on it, so we'll chat away.
Yeah, why don't we talk, bro? We're down.
I want to know more about I want to know about the journey, man, because
this is awesome. We're like scheduling it on the live right now.
That's it. This is just a chat. We're just chatting away. It's not really an interview. But on my show, you're gonna be interviewed because I want to know more about the project.
Okay. We're gonna get a real interview. We're excited.
We're not gonna small talk too much stuff about all the BS stuff that's going on. But definitely everybody out there, thank you so much. Homeboi Flicks podcast. Jeff, Luke, you guys are awesome. And it's a pleasure to actually see you guys in face to face in real life and stuff. And everybody out there, just follow me on my social.
That's right, Stu Kwan.
Instagram is DJ Stu Kwan. On Twitter is just Stu Kwan. And anybody out there, my spot I be at every Saturday in New York City. I'm the Saturday resident at Macau Trading Company, 311 Church Street. Come by and chill. If you mention Homeboi and you're part of Homeboi Flicks podcast, Jeff and Luke, we get I'll buy you your first drink and I don't mind copy you an appetizer too if it's not that many people.
Hell yeah,
we're always about that. You guys have a great time. Thank you so much, man.
Appreciate it. We're gonna go out with
Homeboi
our
Flicks
outro,
podcast.
But let's go.
Woo!